All right, thank you, sir. Since you can see my screen, let me see whether the thing is recording now. Yes, so far you can see my screen. Let's assume that you want to launch either Anaconda, or you want to check whether Anaconda, Python itself, or PyCharm has been installed on your system. There are things you need to do, but first and foremost, let's welcome ourselves to this Python and machine learning training. Actually, it's going to be an introduction, but nevertheless, we are going to cover at least so many things in this particular training. So, irrespective of your system, whether it's your system or someone's system, if you want to confirm whether you have Python on the system being installed, or you have PyCharm or Anaconda, these are the first thing you need to do. On the system, click the Windows logo key here. Let me brighten my screen very well. All right, so we click the Windows logo key here and you type CMD. The CMD means command prompt. Once you type the CMD, it's going to bring out the command terminal. Actually, I have it here on the taskbar, but in your own case, you can just click on the Windows logo key and type CMD. So I will click it and it's going to open this. So this is my own command prompt. So the first thing to do is to confirm whether Python is installed. Python, then put 3 at the front, or you first of all say Python -- version. With this code, it will tell us whether Python is installed or not, and to tell us the kind of I think it's version. Is it one single? Sorry, is it Python? Sometimes it indicates 3, sometimes it will ask us to put the 3. Okay, let me say Python -h or -f. Most of the time I think I need to use mouse. I don't like all this. Is Mr. Dave back? Okay, good. Hold on, I want to check the version type. Is supposed to be -- because that is exactly what we use. Yes, sir.
I don't know, maybe the fonts can be increased, sir, because we are not seeing very well.
Actually, I'm not used to these windows. Assume it is Linux now. I know how to zoom it, but this Windows, in fact, I'm just using. I'm not familiar with it.
Because when I type Python version, I also Python 3.11.4.
It's because you are using the latest.
Okay, sir.
You are using the latest. My own version is old, so I don't want to format my system.
Okay,
so
sir.
Actually, it's supposed to be -- version also.
Yes.
I just want to confirm what it will ask me to use. CLS, I think. Yes. Let me type it -- version. Okay. 3.9. Yes. Still, you guys should not abuse me. I'm still far away behind. I'm using 3.9. The latest one we have now is 3.12. So I'll try to, actually I have it on another system. I have 3.12.13 on the other system, but that's not the point. Now, so far you have this this output. This shows that Python is being installed on your system. You can quickly verify that if you have not. And again, before we leave this environment, let's see what we can do to confirm whether truly we can operate and yes, interact with Python environment on this particular platform, that is this terminal. Before we can do that, let's put some things into practice. Let me see whether it will work. It's not working. I want to increase the font as Mr. Adegoke have suggested. I just pray, excuse me, use this zoom terminal. Yes, let me check terminal if I can see zoom. There should be zoom, that is layout, width, height. That is one stupid thing about this stupid window. Assume it is what's it called? Let me boot it whether it will be fine. A little. Then okay. Yes, I think I'm getting some it's a little bit different now. So from here, let's say 2 plus 2. Since we say we have Python there, let's say we want to try 2 plus 2. It won't work. Why? Because it is not recognized on this internal or external terminal. So before we can do 2 plus 2, that is, we want to use Python interpreter to execute some of our commands. It's like you getting a system now and you want to type your CV, whereas an engineer just formatted your system and returned it to you. If you want to type your CV, you need to install Office. You need to install Office. So installing Office, then you can do so many things about your CV. You can format it, you can design it to any of your taste. The same thing happens there. And before you can type, you need to open that Office, which is either Microsoft Word or you want to use other format to type your CV. So before we can do 2 plus 2 on this terminal, although we have Python being installed, but before we can still use it, we have to call that Python. So how do we call it? You just call Python. So we call Python on Python 3. Let me type Python 3. Or you type Python. Okay. So let me just remove the 3. Sometimes it will take yes, the Python just work fine. Sometimes, okay, in the Linux environment, you have to specify that you want to work with Python 3. You have Python 2, you have Python 3. So this is Python and it's working now. So if you compare this output you have here, you have 3 greater than arrow compared to before you type the Python. You have just user C blah 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 here, but here you don't even have C again. All you just have is this 3 greater than arrow and you have a cursor blinking. So now we are already in Python environment. If you now try this 2 plus 4 or whatever number you want to try, now it will work. Now just say 2 plus 4, we have 6. This is a Python environment, and this is how to check first. After checking whether you have Python installed, then you can now try to interact with it just this way. And one thing about this environment is that you can test run your code, but you can't save any of your code. So you can only use it to test run whether something is fine, everything is working fine. So that is exactly what you can do here. And it's telling me when exactly I installed this. I installed it August 25th, 2022. It was even towards the midnight. So it has exposed me. It's been long I've been using this what's it called, this Python. So that's why. Actually I can still upgrade it, but it's still giving me what I want. So this is all about terminal, and this is Python. And another thing from here, so if you want to exit, just type exit and put your open and close bracket. It's a must to put the open and close bracket. If you refuse to put it, let me remove it first. It will not work. Yes, it will even suggest to us that you should use the open and close bracket. So once you type it, you can see that immediately you have this back. You have this back. So I want to clear it. Now there's something different between this Windows environment terminal and the Linux environment terminal. You can see that in Linux, if you want to clear, we just type it in full, clear. But in Windows, we type CLS. CLS for Windows, clear for Linux. So this is that about Windows terminal and how to confirm whether we have Python installed. The very first thing you install on your system is Python if you want to work with Python. So let's assume we are good with that. Actually, we are still coming back to this, but before then, let me. Oh, Mr. Dave, you are welcome. Now.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
So,
battling with network.
In fact, it is serious. It is very serious. So the next thing now is to launch our PyCharm. So after our PyCharm, we now confirm our Anaconda. So you still go to your Windows logo key, just type PyCharm. Type PyCharm community. Actually, I have it here. I have it on my taskbar. I have it on my taskbar. So all I'll just do is to click it. At your own end, you might not have it on the taskbar. Just click it, do it this way. It will suggest to you, and you can just browse, or you browse, or you type it. It will bring it out for you. So once I clicked it, being the first time you are interacting or you are opening this PyCharm, there are some settings you just need to do. Although they are not necessary, it will just ask you to enter a project name. That's all. Just enter a project name. That's all. So because I've been using my own for long, so it won't ask me for that. All I'll just do is I will just show us how to create a project from the beginning. So good. Let me close all this. You might not experience all of this at your end, so don't worry. I've been using my own and I've been doing some underground installations. So that's why it's asking me for all of these update of a thing. So from here, so this is one of the projects I was working on before. So let's forget about that. Now, if you have something like this, or you won't have something like this initially, it will ask you to enter a project name and you should select an interpreter. This is what I'll do from here. I will click on this menu bar. I will click on new project. We have a lot of news here. We have new project, we have project from version control, we have new itself, we have new scratch file. You can see that we have a lot of new, but what you should click, in fact, you don't even need to click it. At the beginning, after launching the application, it will ask you to input. This is where it's going to take you to new project. So I'm taking you to this exactly. You are going to see something good like this. So you can give it any name of your choice. Python project, Python whatever, Python, I don't know. Just say first app. Yes, let's do it this way. First app. Yes, we are good with this. So it will ask for location. Where do you want to save your work? Do not forget that I do recommend that we have a folder on our desktop. That's this particular place. I don't think I can minimize again. Where you have the background of your system. Create a folder there, name it, give it any name of your choice. Then from here you can now navigate to the place where you have created your folder. And the reason being that for easy access, initially if you open it, it won't suggest something like this to you. It will suggest where you cannot easily locate, and if care is not taken, you will be browsing before you can access any of your file. But to be on a safer side, always try to locate it on your desktop. That's fine. Just create one folder on the desktop and navigate to it, just like the normal way we do if we are typing on a normal document. You want to save on document, you are typing on Microsoft Word, you want to save on a particular folder, just the same way, just navigate to the place and you are good. The next thing is this interpreter. This interpreter is very important. Very important. You see Python or whatever. So I'm using the latest because I updated this PyCharm. So it has given me 3.12, which is the latest Python interpreter. So make sure you select Python 3 point whatever you have as your interpreter. Then you now click on create. Once you click on create, it will tell you, it will just open project. Yes, this Windows, yes, because the question is asking us, project can either be opened in a new window or replace the project in the current window, or blah 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 blah, or because I have some project working on already. So that is the reason why it's asking me this. It won't ask you all of this. It will ask you all of this. So let me say I want to open it on a new window. So it will take some time. It will prepare your folder. It will prepare your folder. It's trying to install this 3.12 again now. So I won't mind. It won't take most of my time. Okay. You won't experience all of this. Don't forget, you won't experience all of this at all, because I've been using Python 12, 3.9. So once we are done, it will just create